that's exactly what happened, and I never would have thought about it. I've never thought about that.
Yep.
And that is the smartest thing I have ever heard in my life. And,
It's all exposure, man.
Look into the sky and then I'm pulling out a knife like.
We're waiting on Justin Escobedo. There he is. Sweet. Hello?
Hello, this is Justin.
Hey, Justin. This is Paul. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing, Paul? Nothing much. Just here at the house, just doing some little house chores around.
Sweet. So tell me, I mean, you just messaged on Facebook. Tell me a little bit about what you got going on. You're in San Antonio, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm in San Antonio.
Sweet. So tell me what's going on. Like, what are you doing right now? How long have you been doing it? Just give me some background. Let's get some context.
Well, I'm just starting it. I've been doing some of the neighbors, some of the neighbors around where I live at. Been trying to pass out flyers. My girlfriend's working right now. I was working and I just left my job today. I used to work there and I left there for a lot of reasons. I didn't feel appreciated.
I get that.
And I should have known in the beginning of not to go back, but they called me back because they said they needed me. So I was like, hey, it might be different. And tried it out again for about a week and a half, and nothing was different. I was busting my tail, always there on time, leaving there a little later than usual. But still, I don't like to play around. I like to work hard and then play later.
Yeah.
And when I go to work, and it shouldn't be a playground, knowing that it's a dangerous environment of what I used to do.
Right.
So,
what did you used to do? Where are you coming from?
It's called a company called United Mirror and Glass. It's a good company. I love the job. I'm not gonna bash on them. It's more or less their management is a little too young and not experienced.
Yeah. And I don't know, that, and I get that for sure, especially with companies like that. But I mean, it is what it is. But if you're wanting to start your own business, I get that for sure, because that's, it's what is it, like the American dream, right? Like start your own business.
Oh yeah. And I've always had that passion. I've always had that mindset of I've always seen myself as the boss, and I've worked my way up in jobs that I used to have people under me.
Right.
But I'm not really fond of having to take orders and demands from somebody that's not appreciating what I do.
Yeah. Well, no kidding. Well, real quick, let's get some advice on that. Remember what that feels like, because if you hire an employee, it's real easy to get into that. So if you're ever at that point where you're hiring an employee, remember exactly how shitty you feel right now, and don't ever let that go, because that's a real easy, and that's a real easy way to lose employees, right?
Oh yeah.
So let's jump into your business a little bit. Tell me, you said you're doing like flyers and stuff right now. Do you have a name for the business? Like, how far along are you?
We've got a name. Because I wanted to start doing, of course, driveways and houses, power washing. It was a power washing service, but I'm thinking of going a little bit. I'm starting from the bottom, from cars, and then work my way up to bigger projects. Yeah. So the name that me and my fiance have came up with is called the Power Couple, because she's really on board with it, and I've never ever met anybody or even known somebody who's actually who wants to start something like that with their significant other. Right. More or less, they'll just be like, yeah, go ahead, do what you want to do. And, she's had the same passion as me, and I figured that out when I threw the idea out there, and, she'd wake up early in the morning with me and, go out, pass out flyers. We made a little exercise and everything, and
that's super important.
Just go to car and door to door.
Yeah. So, okay, so you've got a business name. Do you guys have a website yet?
No website, but I do have a friend who is going to school for web design, and I was thinking about, of course, hiring him on.
So,
and
let me warn you, right? So here's the thing: is if you're going to do that, I'll be honest with you, and I don't know your friend very well, and I don't mean to bash on him, but web design is not hard. Web design is not hard these days. There's so many different venues that you could do. Like, I mean, I can rattle off a couple websites like Duda Mobile, Wix, Weebly. There's a billion different ways you can build a really nice website that's not going to cost you anything. Besides like hosting fees, like with like $10 a month, which is not. I mean, anybody can really afford that. But the biggest thing, I only asked that because I was leading to the next question was, do you have a Facebook page yet?
No, I do not have a Facebook page. I'm only using my personal one.
Okay, so you need to build a business page. That needs to be the next thing you do. Before you pass out any more flyers, you need to build a business Facebook page. And let me explain to you why. My entire business model right now is built around helping businesses use Facebook to leverage, like, to get new customers and awareness and build clients. Because that's, at the end of the day, especially when you're starting out, awareness is what you're really wanting, right? You want people to know your business exists. Because if they don't know you're around, they're not going to buy from you, right? So, and Facebook business pages are the easiest thing in the world to do, right? It definitely doesn't cost you anything, right? You don't even have to go anywhere. Like, you literally do it from your phone. You set this business page up, and you just start posting stuff, right? And you use so you've already got people who know about on your personal page, right? Invite your friends to like your business page. Right? Tell people on your personal page that you started this business page. And just start driving people into the business page, and then you use the business page to start like posting, like post a video of you washing someone's car, right? Like a really bad car that's got like dirt and crap all over it. Like, we're an oil field country, so we get there's trucks all the time that have just like caliche and just bull crap on their trucks. I can see like your business model working really well, like just spraying that crap off and posting a video about it and just letting people react to it, especially if it's like a dramatic change, before and after pictures.
And especially, like I'm going to you, you don't have to be waiting outside for someone to wash your car or waiting in line, I'm going to you. I can go to your job, wherever you're parked at, I can go to you, so you won't have to waste that time. Here's an
idea. The next time you go, like you said, your girlfriend's alongside with you, right? The next time you go to one, have your girlfriend whip her phone out and record you go and talk to that person as you go, and like you're walking up to their house, and record your conversation with them as you get ready to wash your car, right? And so you have this video record of exactly what you're talking about. You're literally going to their location, talking to them real quick, and then you go and wash their car. That in itself, like, it seems so simple, but like something like that in video format would do you wonders with a Facebook business page. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing where I tell people all the time. So I'll give you some background too. The businesses that we work with, like, I have some businesses that are netting $2.5 million every year, right? And they're spending like $200 a month on advertising. And that's like in Facebook advertising. And it's not a lot of money, especially if you start building up your clientele. Like, $200 is going to seem like nothing to you later on if you do this right. But even now, like, what was I telling you guys earlier on the Beyond Elite page? With the past 7 days, right? We've spent $20 on Facebook ads so far in the past 7 days, and we've had 20,000 people who have seen the page.
Yeah, I saw that.
Those little things like that, like as you're doing, and some of the stuff that you probably saw one of our San Antonio ads, right? Talking about
yes, I did.
So we've got a ton of those. Like, we're just smart about where we're putting stuff. Yours real easy because you're just in San Antonio, right? Go and Google how to run Facebook ads, and really, or you know what? Call me if you want to. Like, I'm okay with that. As you start diving into it and really understanding the way Facebook ads work, you spend $20, you can get 10,000 new people learn who your business exists.
Oh wow!
I mean, it's just smart, and it also, if you take the time to do that, like, you would totally not even have to do flyers anymore, because like flyer, and I know exactly what you're talking about. That door-to-door crap, that's hard. That sucks.
Yeah, and it costs a lot of money too. I mean, just to print out and get some good paper.
So,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. How much did you spend on flyers?
How much I spent last time was about maybe $65. And that was only for 500 flyers.
Yeah, don't even. So you're paying $60 for 50. What is the math on this? $60 for 500 flyers.
and that's about maybe out of 500, I might, let's say out of 100 flyers, I might get maybe five or 10 calls.
Yeah. $9 per what, Dorian? For every 100? So you're paying $9 100, so multiply $90 CPM, right? Mm-hmm. So CPM, what we label CPM is the cost per 1,000 impressions. Basically, how much does it cost for me to get in front of 1,000 people, right? You're sitting at a $90 CPM right now. We're at 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a reality. Like, it's what's going on, and it's not anybody's fault. Like, I don't blame anybody. I'm not mad at anybody about it. It's just a communication thing. Flyers have always been the thing to do, and everybody thinks because flyers are cheap, like, oh, we can print them out. Facebook ads are way cheaper, like by far. I mean, we just ran the numbers: $90 versus $5. It's unreal. And so if you took that $60, and I told you what $20 did. Imagine what you did when you put $60 into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gets real different.
I can get half of Northwest Side probably.
Yeah, and you start pouring more. This is how, like, a lot of there's an app called Wish, right? Is that right? Wish. There's an app called Wish that went from $0. They were a super startup. Nobody had any money. From 0 to a $2 billion business only using Facebook ads.
Holy crap! I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, nobody does. It's because it's still kind of new, man. Nobody really uses Facebook ads the way they should. If you just start thinking about that, because I mean, what happens when you hand someone a flyer?
They more or less have the time they throw it away.
Yep. So why waste your time on it? And so you know what I mean. So you're creating this content in the flyer format. You're handing it to people, and even if it's half of it, which I think it's way more than that. I think the number of people that throw flyers away is way more than 50%. But even if it's half, you're throwing half of your dollars into the trash.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it sucks to think about that. It really does.
I know it does.
I love it. I mean, like, I just really, I really hope everything kicks off, you know, and like I try not to think about that, but I have to.
But you know what? It's okay. Like, we screw up. Everybody does. Nobody is perfect. No, like if there was anybody that was perfect, like you'd notice that with a business. Everybody fucks up sometimes, and that's okay. Like, it's all right that, like, we spent $60 on advertising flyers, right, and that $30 of that got thrown in the trash. It happens. We lose sometimes, but if you learn from those losses, and this is why I'm really interested that you called. Like, this is so cool that you wanted advice. You need to keep having that mentality, because, like, this isn't going to be the first mistake you make, right? And but now you know, like, okay, next time we have $60 to spend on advertising, we need to think about Facebook instead of flyers, because if you want to really get in front of people, man, like, even if you had like enough flyers to hand out to every single person in San Antonio, right? Let's just say that that's a possibility. Like, how long is it going to take you to hand those flyers out? How long is it going to take you to, like, go door to door and talk to everybody? Like, think about the time on that, versus not only is it going to be cheaper to do that on Facebook, I don't have to walk around, right? I can get right on their phones.
Exactly, and the only way, like, I mean, if they really want it, that's when I can go. That's when I'll be able to, you know, be face to face with them and let them know about the service and everything.
Yeah, man. Well, it's like the way you contacted me, right? You messaged me on Facebook. Guess what? People do that. People will contact businesses on Facebook through Messenger, and if you can communicate with them there too, like the same way I just did with you, right? You have a car wash service, right? And someone, messages you on your business page and says, hey, how much do you charge? You jump on and you can talk to them, and you can tell them right away. And it could have been, you know, in that one interaction, like, super, super cheap, right? Way less than a flyer, because you're putting this content up you could literally put it up all around San Antonio, right? Which is 1.6 million people. I think that's right. A lot of people.
We're still growing.
No kidding. And that's, you know what's funny? That's why I have an ad in your area. I know that. Right? So you throw a Facebook ad, a good one, and we can talk about that too. A good Facebook ad up, and then you have 1.6 million people see the ad, depending on how much money you spend and how long you run it, right? Let's say only 10% of that want to contact you. 1.6 million people. That's 16,000 people.
That's enough to actually get people to work under me.
Dude, that's enough to build a real business. Like, not even, like, you know what I mean? And now getting in front of 1.6 million people does cost a little bit of money, right? Obviously. But you just slowly scale that way, right? You spend $20 this month on advertising, right? You get 2 people that want to hire you, right? So then you make that whatever that profit margin is, right? Then you put more money into it next week. Instead of spending $20, we're going to spend $40, right? And the month after that, we're going to spend $80. It's scaling. You got to scale your advertising with the size of your business, in a smart way, right? What was it you had, Dorian?
No, he's Facebook based only.
Yeah, that's good point. That's the way you need to think about this for a moment. I want you to think about not just what you're doing now, but like where the future of everything is going. Your business needs to be Facebook only, or Instagram and Snapchat, social media, because it's the future, dude.
Yeah.
Not even the future.
Yeah, you're right.
It's now. It's happening now.
Just being a mobile wash, he doesn't need a storefront.
Yeah, exactly. So as a mobile wash, like, it makes even more sense than it does anything else. Like, you get to be on people's phones. You can contact people on your phones. Like, Facebook is mobile. So is your business.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah.
You know what I mean? So what other questions do you have, man? Like, I mean, there's the other thing I wanted to get to was the kind of content, but, what do you have so far?
You mean for advertising or what I provide?
Whatever you want. We're going to do a pitch for you. Tell us the name of your business. Let's see if we can. Do you have a logo yet?
No, I don't have a logo or anything like that. Like, this is fresh because I had put it to the side for quite a while try to look for other work so I could at least maintain some some of the bills here at the house and everything.
I get that.
And
I get that.
I'm
1 billion
percent.
percent.
I'm still with my parents. You know what I mean? Trying to help them out as well because
I don't know. Me too. It's expensive, and I get that. And starting a business it's a pain, right? I'll tell you what. So here's what's going on. Since you were like super awesome, and you want to call. Why don't we, after we're finished with the interview, let's keep talking. We'll build you a logo, okay? And we'll just send it your way. Like, I'm not trying to. We won't charge you or anything. Like, let's just send it your way, and get this started. Let's get your Facebook started. Like, let's start. What's going on here? Hold on, I got a scam call coming in. There we go. Let's start it. Let's get your logo started. I'll build your business page, and then we'll talk more about what you need to be doing after that. But I think you have a business model, man. It works. So we'll help you out. We'll get that started. But so let's do a pitch. We're gonna do a pitch right now. Go tell me your name, your business name. What do you do? What do you charge? Like, go. Ready? It's all you're on right now.
All right. Okay. I'm not too sure the name's gonna be going. That's the old name.
All good. What do you got so far?
We'll just do. This is a 2U car wash. The summer is here. The rain is cleared. There's no need to wait in line and no need to waste gas. Let me come to you. Our vehicles are our babies, so we don't want them being outside very filthy all the time. And the prices are cheaper than what you would really go to in wasting time and wasting gas to a bigger car wash. This is a simple wash with great results, and you won't be disappointed. Rates start at this price, and prices vary depending on what size of the vehicle it is.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So absolutely. I get what you're doing. So I do want to, because I want to help you, right? Was that were you reading from the flyer?
No, that's actually me just talking, man. Because
that's good.
I just put a Craigslist ad out, and like a service ad, and then I just posted on Facebook. Actually, before I called you, I was already finishing up, like the marketing place on Facebook, like where it says post something you want to sell, and I took a screenshot of what I posted on Craigslist, and then I put my information, and I posted that.
Yeah. So I think we can get really in depth with the kind of things you should be doing. And I don't know if we probably might get this on camera as well, but so Craigslist is awesome, but you need to be thinking about Facebook in a different way, because what you just told me kind of concerned me a little bit. Like, we took a screenshot of the Craigslist thing, right?
Yeah, what I just posted, because I have some pictures on my phone from vehicles that I've washed, but they have their license plates on it, so I have to of course go in there, edit them out, and like scratch out their license plates, because I don't want to put anybody's information out there, and of course my license plate out there.
You need to be thinking about Facebook in a different way, and let me explain to you why. Think about what you do when you get on Facebook, right? When you start scrolling through and stuff. If you ran across one of your posts, would you stop? If it was just a car,
like someone reposted mine.
No, not yours, right? Like, don't make a connection to it. Let's just say it's some other random guy that you don't even know. Would you stop on that picture?
Yes.
Why?
Probably to check out if he has if it's like a picture of a badass car, then yeah, I'd stop and look at it.
So then there's a different reason why someone would stop there, right? We want them to stop because they're super interested in what the post is, right?
Yeah.
So think about it in that manner, because the things that we see people stopping for are totally, like, videos. If you do a video, people are more likely to stop.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I scroll through those all the time on Facebook.
Yep. So how do you make that happen for your business?
Post videos.
What kind of videos?
Interacting with customers and doing the job. Just videos of me doing the job and talking about what I'm doing.
Yep. And stuff, and it doesn't have to be super, like, I always tell people, like, don't think about, like, it's scripted, like, don't think of it as a commercial, but
have fun with it.
Yeah, and little things like that, man. Like, the kind of crap that goes viral on Facebook.
Yeah, be yourself, like,
yep.
be what people don't expect you to be,
Yep.
like, oh, he's just gonna be an uptight business owner. Like, no, I mean, like, I'm young. I mean, I'm starting up my own thing.
Do you remember, and telling your story is a good one, but do you remember, there was a Facebook video that went around for a while. It was that salesman that was selling that cleaning stuff. Remember? And he was, like, rattling off jokes in front of that guy's house, and, like, blah, 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 like, some of the, like, this will wash the black right off me. You remember that stuff? Like that? Do you see that video?
Yeah.
That got, like, what... are you kidding me? Like, that thing went viral, right? And he was a salesman, but it was funny. Those little things like that, like, it's stuff like, there was a video of the dancing llama, right? That was dancing to DMX's what song was it? X Gonna Give It To You. Yeah, like, those things are the kind of stuff that goes viral. You need to be thinking about, how do you tell your story in a way that makes people really, really interested? Because at the end of the day, that's what really matters. What your service provided, nobody cares about your service unless they pay attention to you first.
Exactly.
Right? So if you can get a way for them to pay attention to you, whether that's like telling your story, right? Like, I never really liked working for somebody else. I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. I really want to do this. I love talking to people and giving people that backstory. Then people will pay attention, right? And then you're able to say, this is what I'm doing because of it. Like, I've always been this way, and I always want to start a business, and this is what I want to do. And then you have people contact you because of stuff like that. Versus what I call the super commercial mentality, which is like, hey, I've got a car wash. You want one?
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's just a thought process, man, and it takes some time. Like, I'm not gonna say, like, you're not gonna tomorrow all of a sudden be a master marketer. I'm definitely not a master marketer. I've just been doing this a little bit longer, and I start understanding that stuff. You just really need to be thinking about that. Like, what is the best way for me to grab people's attention? Because once you get their attention, then you can sell them stuff.
And the way to do that is to not be scripted. You're right.
Yeah, don't be scripted.
Completely...
And you know what it is? It's not like that's like always been true, because scripted used to work on TV. It used to work all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was the only thing that really people understood. The difference is now that people got bored of it, and if you're on Facebook, it doesn't play well on Facebook, because the moment you're scripted and like being super PR-y and trying to like be like all smiling faces and like everything's perfect, everybody calls you on that BS real quick, because they're like, you're full of crap. Like, I know it's hard. I know what's going on. Tell me why it's hard. Give me a reason. Like, show me the real side of you. Because once you start doing that, and people, because it's trust too. If you're going to people's houses, they gotta trust you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Because hopefully the next customers that are that are new, the impression I usually give to everybody that I go to their house is more or less how I was raised. I just go there like how I am here, like how I am here at home with my parents. Like how I've always grown up. I try to not act like part of the family. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Never try to just get money out of them real quick. Just more or less like, well, this is what I'm gonna do, and like, how are you doing? Everything. Talk about the day, and just let them know, like, yeah, this is it. This is how simple it is, and it's only this much. So, I mean,
that's the kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff that should be going up. Like, just tell your story, show your struggle. Like, go around, like, you know how interesting it would have been to me if like someone was around, like, documenting you going through and like handing out flyers, and then this conversation happens. We're like, oh, flyers are stupid, and then all of a sudden we're looking back like, crap, we shouldn't have done that. Like that, those kind of story things, like really grab people's attention. They'll pay attention to this stuff, right? You don't have to be like a superstar or freaking Kim Kardashian to get people's attention. You just have to be honest with people.
And I always told myself that, man. I always like, when my girl's at home, I was like, man, like, excuse my language, I'm like, man, I kind of wish I was a hoe with big boobs and a big butt so I can just get money.
Hey, and it's real, man.
Like, it must be
that
nice.
Is so true. It really, me too. If I was if I was like super pretty girl, I'd be killing Instagram right now.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's how they get their money, But like, of course, being a guy and trying to, make something of themselves, it's a little bit harder because we don't, we don't look at it that way.
Yeah, and everybody's got crap, right? And it's true. We've all got our problems. But the other thing too is, like, when it comes to business, men seem to be more respected sometimes. So that sucks for girls. It's just real. There's different things. Not that it's right or wrong. It's just true, right? So I mean, some of the other things, like, what was I going to say? I had something in my head a minute ago and I lost it. Oh, so here's something, what we were just talking about, like these fancy girls on Instagram and stuff. Guess what? You have some in San Antonio, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they've ever gotten paid?
I don't even know. I don't know, but I really don't care for them.
No, here's an idea. No, but this is real for a moment. Here's an idea. Go find like a bunch of Instagram girls, like super popular Instagram girls in San Antonio that have like 5,000 followers, right? Tell them, if you make a post about us, I'll pay you $25 and go see what happens.
You know what? I never thought about that, man.
If you go try that, some of them may say no, some of them may think it's weird, right? But one of those people is going to say yes. And then you just got 5,000 people at the max to see your business for $25.
Oh, because sex sells, always.
And not even that. They just have people's attention already, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's really freaking true.
And then you 5,000, and as the business grows, you go like bump up at some point. Like, oh, now I want to hit people who have 10,000 followers, right? And you slowly start doing that as you can afford more and more. The cool thing, man, we call this Instagram influencers, right? This is influencer marketing. Right now, this is the new thing that's coming up right now because they already have people's attention, and they have no idea what they're worth. No,
exactly.
An Instagram follower that has 5,000 people has probably never gotten paid for that in their life. So you offer $25, they're going to be like, hell yeah, I'll take $25 for just making a post. It means nothing to them, right? But if you start getting into the real, like, it'd be really interesting. You start hitting up the big guns in San Antonio. You start getting some really big numbers, and it scares a little bit. Like, how much would it cost for you? Like, just go and how much would it cost for me to get a post on your Instagram page, right? You're going to get some people who have no idea. Oh, like $100 or $25 or, and then someone's going to say $5,000 because they've done it before. Because it's real and businesses are doing it.
To get Kawhi Leonard, San Antonio Spurs.
Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah.
Does he do that? Does he do that?
Yeah,
does he do Instagrams?
Yeah.
Instagram posts? Like, what does he charge?
Sure.
Stupid amount, probably.
Yeah.
But it's real.
Probably.
If you've got people's attention, man, you like shit gets real.
That's what I want to work my way up to. I want to work my way up to like trying to get to like people that are known in San Antonio, like like Kawhi Leonard. Like go to his house and watch his car. Like.
Hey, no, you know what's really funny? That's possible. Do you have any famous people in San Antonio?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Shawn Michaels.
All of the San Antonio Spurs.
All the Spurs, yeah.
So, man, find all of the famous people in San Antonio, all of them, right? And contact every single one of them. Like Instagram DM them, or like somehow contact every single one of them. You may not get a single yes. They may all say no, but all you need is one. One of those guys says yes, that you'll come and wash their car for free. Don't charge. Like, I will come wash your car for free. Or you have to find some way that they're going to actually appreciate what you're doing. You do it for free, but all you need is one, and it needs to get videoed, and then shit gets real very fast. Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I have a buddy of mine, he's a barber, and he cut some of the Dallas Cowboys linemen. He traveled up to Dallas and cut their hair.
Did he record it?
Yeah, he recorded all of it on Facebook, all of it on Instagram.
What happened to his business?
The handshaking and everything, and he didn't charge him a dime, but they paid him.
And what happened to his business?
Man, this dude has he has trophies already, and this dude's always in barber competitions. Like, this guy he's doing good. And we went to school together,
Yeah.
But he's really artistic with hair.
Yeah.
And
It's attention, man.
He blew up.
It's attention.
Really.
That's all it is. Like, all he basically did with that, man, is he went and cut these guys' hair, and he siphoned off their fans. That's all it was. He stole their fans. And that's how I did it. So you think about that in the same way. That's why I'm saying, like, Instagram influencers, that's what you're doing. When you get them to post something, or here's a better idea. Instead of paying them, go tell them you'll wash their car for free if they make a post about it. Then that's way easier.
Yeah.
Then you don't even have to pay. You're just taking your time to go wash someone's car, and then they make a post about it to their 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 followers, right? And then you have an Instagram page that they're diverting people to. All of a sudden, by the end of the month, you went from 0 to 5,000 followers just by doing free car washes. And then people start calling you because they're seeing this stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That stuff is so real.
Yeah, man, I've never would have thought of any of that, because I don't have any schooling for business. I wanted to go to school, but I I can't pay for school. I have to.
Dude,
of course, I have to work, so I can't pay for school, and that's why I'm trying to do this.
Man, I've got a very, very visceral opinion on school. So let me give you some background. This is getting really interesting now. So, I was a musician in high school, right? Orchestra, band, the whole 9 yards, right? Like, super nerdy. And I went to school because I thought I wanted to be a band director. Okay? For 2 years, I did this. I went to school, and I hated it every second. Don't know why. It wasn't the people. It wasn't the professors. Like, everybody there was fine. I just didn't like school. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of people that are like that. The thing is, dude, there are venues, and I will say this, that there are degrees that are super important, like you need them, but unless you're going for one of those, like a doctor, a degree is becoming more and more useless every day.
Yeah, I know. Even just graduating from high school, man, all those years, of course, getting education is good, but all those years and all that time just for a piece of paper and a handshake just to get thrown out in the real world and be like, well,
yep,
college isn't really for you,
And who gives a crap? College isn't for a lot of people. There's a lot of billionaires who never went to college.
That's true. That's really fucking true.
So why, you know what I mean? So like everybody wants to shove that down people's throats, right? Like go to college, like it's going to save your life. That's bullcrap. It's for some people, yes, not for everybody. And you're not a failure if you don't go. I hate that. I hate that mentality. Because man, you know, like this is real for me right now, right? Like I have people breathing down my neck. When are you going to go back to school? When are you going to finish school? Why don't you wait till I build my business that I'm, you know, doing? This is not, you know, this isn't me like playing, like this is real. Like we're making money. We've got businesses paying us for our service. Why the hell do you still want me to go to college?
Yeah, and that's why, I mean, like, it's my parents, you know, like, they want me to go to college. I mean, I'm like, with me, I want to go, you know, but I'm like you know, I don't have that, like, school's not for me. You
have to make that decision, man. And if it's, I get that, like, that's hard. Like, dealing with, like, my mom, you guys know, my mom, like, she hates the fact that I haven't finished school yet, despises it, right? But my mom has, like, what, 5 degrees now? Like, it was super important for her in her life. And the thing is, like, it's just not for me. I just don't enjoy that. And if you're going to go to, I can't tell you what's right for you, what's right or wrong for you, because, it just depends, right? But I think it's just a bad idea to go to school for somebody else. It doesn't matter if it's your mom. I think it's just a bad idea. If you really want to finish school just to make her happy, I totally get that 1,000 billion %. But at the end of the day, it comes down to whether or not you're happy with it. Because if you're not happy, you can't help anybody else be happy.
Like, was I really productive all that time while in school and doing what I really wanted to do?
Yeah, and it's just something. It's just something you got to live with, right? Like one way or the other. Like you're going to finish school, and what's that going to mean for you in the long run? And the other thing too is like, well, what if you don't go to school and you start this business and, you know, in 2 years, your business is raking in $1 million and you buy your mom a Lexus? Do you think she'll care then?
I'm just going, exactly, you know, and that's my main goal too. I mean, it's not just to get me money, it's just so I can be comfortable because, you know, I know in the long run we all want a family, you know, and for being 22 years old already, I need to make something of myself for myself already, you know. I just want to be comfortable, you know.
Dude, you're 22 years old.
Yeah.
What? Tell me your name again. Justin, that's right. Justin Escobedo.
Justin, you're killing me.
22, man. So let's think about this real quick. Like, you're 22 right now, right? Let's say you build this business for 3 years. Okay? 3 years go by. You're 25 now, and it fails. Right? Let's just say this. Then you're only 25.
I'm still young.
Really young. Yeah, no shit, man. Like, really young. You take 3 years right now, really, like, wake up every fucking morning, 6 a.m., like, really hit the like, hustle every single day for 3 fucking years, see what happens. And if it still fails, 25 comes along, you still got plenty of time. You still got plenty of time.
Yeah, Justin, you're still younger than I am right now, brother, so you would still be, in 3 years, still be younger than I am today.
Yep. You can kill it, dude. You just got to, and the thing is, and you got to because I don't know you well enough to really dive into this. I'd really have to like really talk to you a lot. But I tell you right now, man, most 22-year-olds aren't even thinking about starting their own business. Not even a little bit.
Thinking about just trying to make a little bit of money and just go out to party on their Friday night.
That's exactly right, man. They're playing Madden on their weekends. Like, you really want to kick ass? Here's what you like. Seriously, every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every single day for 3 years, your shit will change real fast. And then, right? Then all those people that are around screwing around in the 22, 23, 24, when they hit 25, they won't even be able to touch you, dude. And they're going to wonder what the hell they were, you know, how did he do that? How did he do that? You worked.
I busted my ass
That's
like
right.
I always do because that's how I grew up, man. I mean, that's how my dad raised me. Just work. I think that's why he never pressured me to go to college because he knows that.
What does your dad do?
my dad's a truck driver, man. He's been
Dude,
truck driving for years, and he doesn't want to do that no more. And
No.
he's always told me about owning a business. He's always talked about owning a business, but
This is so
he
insane to
never
me.
acted onto it. You know, like he never acted
Yep.
onto it. And like me being when I was 18, I was already thinking about what do I want to do. Like, you know, do I really want to work for somebody, or do I
Yeah.
want to just do my own thing?
This is
And-
insane because my dad's a truck driver too. Yeah, and the same thing. Like, worked his entire life, and he's going to continue working, right? It's because him and my mom had me at a very young age, right? I think my mom was 15. My dad was 16 at the time, so super young. That what?
I said, oh man.
Yeah, super young, right? So my dad, like, he dropped out of high school. He had to go, you know, and he went to work. And I know it's rough. I see what's going on. Like, I know he's up all the time. He wakes up super fucking, like, every morning at like 4 o'clock in the morning, he posts on Facebook, you know, and it's every morning. And I see that every single day, 4 a.m., right? And he works until late at night every single day. And I know you see that in your dad's life too, right?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, he's
it's
tired of it, you know, but he has to keep doing it, you know,
Yep.
just to make mama happy, you know.
Hey, and exactly right. He's supporting his family, right? What responsibilities do you have right now?
Me?
Do you have a kid?
No, I don't have any kids. I have a beautiful dog with my girl.
I love dogs.
But she wants to have kids, you know, later on. I tell her
course.
I want to have kids when I'm 30, but she wants to have kids when she's like 20, like 24, 25. I'm like, no, not yet.
Dude, that's what it is. Wake up every morning, 3 a.m., 3, 4, 5 a.m. for 3 years. You'll have a business. You'll have a real solid business if you do the work.
Heck yeah.
Because it's just there. People can pay for that. I mean, it's just real. I think what people think is, like, starting a business is hard. Yes, it's absolutely hard, but not hard because things get in the way. It's hard because people don't want to work. They'd much rather go work at, you know, a McDonald's, or go work at a retail store, or go find a cushy little office job, because then they can work 9 to 5 and then go home. Right?
Exactly, and I don't want to be like that, man, because that right there to me is programming, and I don't want to be programmed.
I love that.
You know, I don't want to be programmed to
Yep.
to just follow, like it's like, to me, I feel like this whole world is one big manufacturing company, and that we're all on a conveyor belt, dude.
Sure feels that way.
That's it.
Yep.
And I don't want to be like that. I don't
You know
want
what's
to be on
funny?
the conveyor belt. I want to be that person who's off the conveyor belt.
Yep. That's
You
why.
know,
That's why people get
moving
shit
it.
for not going to school.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people get shit for that, because it's not normal. It's not normal for a 22-year-old to want to start a business. That is abnormal, right?
You go to school first.
It's just, I mean, and it's true. Like, people just don't think that's normal, and they think you're dumb for it. And I get that 1,000%, right? But you know what? Everybody thinks all the great things that have happened in the past, well, really ever, but specifically like the past decade, have all been things people thought were failures. Were going to not work. You know,
Exactly.
everything. When Amazon started, right? I don't know, like, Amazon was like a bookstore. Remember, they just sold like ebooks. That was their thing,
Yeah.
right? They are the CEO of Amazon right now is in the top 5 richest people in the world.
Oh my God.
10 years ago, no one gave him anything, right? Everybody thought his business was going to be a flop, that it wasn't going to work, and no one wanted to read books on their Kindles.
And now look, they're delivering your stuff with drones, dude.
Oh,
Like,
they're putting huge businesses into bankruptcy. They're that real.
exactly.
ones.
And one of the I want to say one of their buildings where they're shipping buildings is not even that far from where I live, and it is huge.
Yep. That guy's not screwing around, man. And Jeff Bezos is a badass. He knows what he's doing. And that's, you know, it's different. I'm not saying you're going to build a multi-billion-dollar business the way Amazon
yeah.
is, right? But I mean, it's just one of those things that not being normal is totally okay. I love it.
Exactly. I have that mentality because I'm real into the gym. You know what I mean? I'm real into it.
Yeah, I saw some of your
Like,
Instagram
you know,
pictures or
waking
your
up like
Facebook
at
pictures.
3,
Yeah.
you know, 3-something in the morning, you know, just to relieve all that stress, you know, that I get from work, man. And you know, before I can blow anybody, you know, blow off on anybody, that's what I do, you know.
So are you working right now?
I still want to do that. Huh?
Are you working right now? Did you say you just left?
I just left today because I didn't feel safe there anymore, man, because somebody threw something at me and I almost dropped a mirror on my head, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm gonna just I gotta do what I have to do already.
Right.
Like I'm tired of tired of being with children. If I wanted children, I'd have some myself and not work with any.
So man, it is 2:46 on Friday, June 9th. I'm recording this because I want you to call me back. Okay? Here's what I want you to do this weekend. Starting like whatever you're doing right now, I don't know what it is. Like, here's what you need to do. You need to start a Facebook page, right? Get on there. You can contact us. Well, like I said, I'll help you make your logo, get all that set up, right? You start your Facebook page, put your number on there so people will call you, and start posting. And share it with your friends, share it on your personal page, have your girlfriend share it, like get the word out, right? And then I need you to do this. I need you to get on your Facebook page or your Instagram, whatever it is, and just message everybody you know. Every single person you know, people you don't know. Just start messaging people. Hey, I would love it if I'm washing cars. Like, go wash some people's cars for free if they'll post something about it. Okay? Like, be okay with giving it away for a while, and people will start calling you, right? Like, tell your friends, all of your friends, or like your dad's friends or whoever, like, hey, I will come wash your car for free if you make a post about it on Facebook or on Instagram, right? Do this for a while, like all weekend. See how many you get people to say yes. Get all of those posts, get all that attention, right? And then you see what happens, because once you start getting people to notice what you're doing, you're giving it away for free for a while, right? People will know you exist. And then you start charging, right? It doesn't even have to last that long, dude. The weekend, 1 weekend, no pay.
Yeah.
Right? Just try it 1 weekend and then see what happens the next week. But you got to contact everybody, right? This is not just like spend 20 minutes. This is 3 or 4 or 5 hours messaging people. Just sitting wherever it is, in your bed, on your couch, whatever it is, and just messaging people non-stop. And then when someone asks you, like, oh, I'm in bed working, because it's real. It's true.
Yeah, I've had people fucking tell me that. I have friends who do that.
It's real,
it's
man.
Like my boy the barber. His name is Randy. You know, he always tells me, "Hey man, you ready for a cut?" I was like, "Yeah, dude. What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I'm just chilling right now. I'm just chilling. I just got done with the cut. I have like the next few hours free."
Yeah.
He goes, "You want to come get your hair cut? I got you. No worries."
And he messages you?
Yeah, and, you know, because we hang out, and he just, he'll give me a free haircut, and then like exactly what you said, he'll take a picture of it, send it to my phone, and I post about it, and that, and
it's real,
my
dude.
friends of course go to him, and that's exactly what happened, and I never would have thought about it. I've never thought about that.
Yep.
And that is the smartest thing I have ever heard in my life. And,
it's all exposure, man.
Yeah, like I feel dumb for myself for not thinking about that, because that's so simple, It's something that nobody's ever going to think about, but only someone who is different, fault. Like you said.
It's not your fault, right, for not thinking that. Like, don't feel bad about it. Like, it just, like I said, like we talked about earlier, you're going to lose some. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to miss some opportunities, but that's okay. As long as you keep looking out for it and stuff like that, and like keep trying, like try different things, man. Like maybe you post a video and it sucks and nobody likes it. That's possible. I've done that before. Right? It's real. But then you take it, you leave it up, you try another one, take it down, whatever you want to do, post another video, and then maybe someone likes that one. Like it just takes time, right?
Seeing it.
As long as you need to always think about, how do I get in front of people? How do I get in front of people? That is the only thing you should worry about for like the next year, building your business, right? People will call you, but don't worry about how much money you're making off of it or how much is here, like where's my profit, right? Think about, how do I get in front of more people? Because once you start figuring that out and really know how to do that on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all of these things, really understand the way they work, and you are able to get in front of people, the money comes.
Yeah, you're right.
It just happens.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start doing that today. I'm gonna, make some phone calls and, call people that I know. You know, I mean,
Yep.
that have, you know, like you said, a good friend base, and you know, see what they say, and I'm gonna get that done, man.
Do it.
I have a lot of hope in this. I always have a lot of hope and passion in what I'm gonna start doing, and you know, I'm glad I'm getting back on it again.
Good. You do that. Do that all weekend. Contact everybody, and then on Monday, I want you to call me again.
Alrighty, that sounds great. Sounds
good?
good. And you said you Paul, right?
Yep. Save my number, Paul Garza.
Paul Garza. All right, Paul. I'll go. It was a pleasure talking to you, man. Thank
You too, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. You got this.
Yes, sir. Oh, and to your buddy too. Thank you for listening, and thank you for for giving me some advice as well. You know, y'all have a good day.
Yeah, man.
No problem, man. Appreciate it.
All right, man. We'll see you soon.
All
Call me Monday.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Best video ever.
Yeah.
Super cool. 22-year-old kid, right? I don't know how serious he's going to be. We're going to find out. But he's got a business model. You just got to go work.